Hey, I'm Chevy Roach. Welcome to Roots in Alaska. In one of our previous videos, I had a lot of questions about what are you guys doing with the pike? We do a lot of things with pike. We eat them fresh, cut them for dog food, but our favorite is pickled pike. Today, I'm going to show you how we make it. It's a great recipe. It's my favorite. Stay tuned. Today we're going to make pickled pike. It's a process that me and Emery here have done over the last couple years. She's my pickled pike assistant. First things first, you get your fish, then you have to process your fish. I don't scale it. I just skip that step because I'm going to take the fillets off the fish and then I'm going to take the fish off of I'm going to skin it afterwards. So first thing is taking the fillets off. Follow that backbone and just cut that fillet off, just like any other fish. Then we have the belly right here, and I usually take the belly out, take whatever usable meat out of that also. The rest of the fish goes in the gut pile. So to take this fillet off the skin, I cut in front of the back of the tail just about an inch and a half, just a place where I could put my fingers to hold the fish. Because that skin, if you put it in that pickling, it just turns it almost into leather. You can't hardly chew it. You could swallow it, but you can't chew it. I'll start cutting them into chunks, and then we'll move on to the brine process. Head over to the rainwater bucket and grab me some water. Heavy? All right, let's just give this fish a little rinse off.
We're not supposed to throw food.
So that's probably about 2 gallons, so about 8 quarts I'm thinking is 8 to 10 quarts. Fills up the bottom, fills up that bottom portion of a 5-gallon bucket, so not quite half, so probably about 2 gallons, which is 8 quarts. We'll just use a little bit of water here and dump it in there and give it a little rinse.
I don't know. I want to do that.
Okay, go ahead, baby.
Yeah.
So right here, we're just cleaning the fish since we had it on the, we're handling it, and we're just getting any little debris or anything like that. This isn't a brine, this is just a freshwater little rinse. We need one more bowl. Can you run in and get me a metal bowl, the popcorn bowl, please?
The one I always use every single night?
The one I use, put popcorn in every night, yep. That's the same one.
The big one?
Yep.
Okay.
Cool, thank you. Now we can pull all the fish out of here and put it in there. Do you want me to do that?
No, I want to do that. It's like wash my hands.
Can you reach in there?
Yeah, I think. Never mind, you can do it. I'm too short.
Bye.
Bye.
Give that a little rinse out. So this is obviously a clean bucket. And we always, when you're going to put vinegar in something, you always use a plastic or a glass bowl, never metal.
Why? Is it like a stain?
Yeah, I could just break down that whatever they coat that with. So for every quart, we need 3/4 of a cup of salt for our brine.
3/4, 5 cups of salt.
Then enough vinegar in there just to cover the fish. All right, we got the lid on the bucket. Got our cut up pike in there. Vinegar to break down the bones. 7.5 cups of salt to cure that fish, to make it where it's ready to eat. We're gonna put that in the fridge for 5 days. We'll come back and get it out, make our brine, and move on to the next step. One step closer to some awesome pickled pike. That's what's up.
Ow!
Going to check on the pickled pike. It should be looking pretty good. I just gotta rinse it so it's not quite as salty. It's gonna taste the fish, and when you get it how you want it, put it in the vinegar bath. So nice firm fish. Now you could eat this right now if you wanted to. It's cured, it's firm, that salt cured it all. The vinegar is breaking down the bones, but now we'll get the salt out of it so it's not quite as salty, and then put sugar and vinegar and some pickling spice together and make our final brine that it'll sit in for a few days before you eat it. Good use of pike. Next thing I got to do is rinse that fish, start a fire, heat up some brine, cook Thor a little lunch. I'm going to get after it. Let's start a fire, Callan. Yay. Yay. We'll just use our little bit of wood right here, okay? We don't have to have a very big fire, but we'll start a little fire. You want to tear this up like that? A little bit of birch bark, huh? Yeah? Throw it in there. Yeah? Means a lot of things right now, I think. Whoa, you want to put your stick on there? Be careful. Smoke get in your eye? Back up just a little bit now. So that smoke doesn't get in your eye, okay? You think Thor wants to eat some fish? Or you want to eat fish? Yeah. Let's look in this bucket right here. Fish.
No.
Whoa. Here's our water. Okay, we'll start rinsing this fish. We just pull it out here. See, we just put the fish in there. When we put the fish in there, all the salt will come out, starts coming out of it a little bit. So it's not quite as salty. Okay? Look at all that good fish.
Big.
Fish.
Big.
Big fish. Okay, now we're gonna set it up here. Okay? We'll let that sit right there while we cook dog food. Okay, you wanna cook fish? Look at this. This is gonna get hot though, so you can't touch it. Okay? We got our fire going pretty good there. We're warming up water to put our fish in. So this is how we cut food for dogs. And so the difference between this and the way that we would eat it is it's cut thicker, so it leaves more meat on there, but it doesn't dry and cure quite as well, so it can get a little tiny bit of a sourness to it. I wouldn't necessarily call it rot, but sourness to it, but it leaves more meat on there for dogs. So that's one pike filleted, cut for a dog. Put that in the water, boil it so the bones and tail and everything gets nice and soft, and you pull it out, and it's a good dog treat. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start making my brine. I'll put the vinegar in that. You want to pour one in? Okay, pour it in there. All all of it. You want to put this in? Okay, this is pickling spice. Go ahead, dump it in there. Oh, good job. Good job. Okay, and I'll just let that kind of warm up and start simmering a little bit, and then I'll add my sugar. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ready? Let's look at our fish now. I could stick my finger in here and I could just taste how much salt's come out of that fish already. Tons of salt. So I'm going to soak it one more time in fresh water, get rid of that water, to give it a second rinse. Callan, come on. So I put close to a gallon of vinegar in there. So I'm going to start with about a cup of sugar and then taste it and see where it's at. It's a massive amount of sugar that usually goes into pickled fish. 1 cup of sugar per quart. But it just makes it too sweet. I don't like it that sweet. Well, I like it, but I like it more like this. Just like any other cooking, whenever you're dealing with sugar and hot water, you don't want to burn it, you don't want to boil it, so it's a lot of stirring. I like to use a wide pan like this because it just allows it to happen faster. Bigger surface area. Kind of want to let it simmer for a while just so all those spices have time to release a little flavor and stuff like that, but not boil, but simmer. And you can put whatever you want in there. If you wanted to add some fresh jalapenos or pickled jalapenos after, just bring a little heat. We do that sometimes. Rotate my fresh watered fish over here again, so it's all getting some time to get all that salt out. You don't want to take all the salt out, but you don't want it to be salt the fish, which is a whole nother video. Keep on stirring it. You don't want that sugar to burn. I think that's pretty much dissolved though. I'll give it just another couple minutes just to ensure that sugar's dissolved, but I don't see anything in the bottom of the pan. It's been on here for probably 20 minutes. I'll just leave that out in the ambient temperature. It's probably about 45 degrees outside right now. It'll be cooled off in a couple hours. You want it kind of cool, fridge temperature, because you don't want to cook that fish. You want to pickle it. Dog food's all ready. I'm just going to let it cool down. I'll get the dog. You can have lunch. My fish has been rinsed a couple times. It's ready. I just got to wait for my brine to cool down a little bit more. Thor! Oh, there you are. You're waiting to go for a boat ride? Come on. I got some lunch for you. Wait. hold on. Let me get it cool. You know what that is. Let me get it cooled off for you a little bit. It might be a little bit hot still. You want me to spoon feed you? How is that, Thor? Pretty good? Yeah? Good food, huh? Come here. Yeah. Yeah. You like that? Hmm? So living out here, living remote, especially with kids, having a dog like Thor and having him fed and in good shape and a good relationship with him is super important because he's the protector of the property. He watches the kids and he takes care of stuff. He's your first line of defense against animals and things that shouldn't be in the yard, and it's super important to take care of him. It's a bonus that he's a good bird dog and retrieves tons of geese and ducks for me and pulls his weight that way. But first and foremost, these dogs out here are your first line of defense and help protect your family. And so you really got to take care of them and let them know that they're loved, and that if you love them, they'll love you right back, and they'll protect you and your kids. And that's what you really want, is for our kids to be able to take this dog outside and know that they're going to be just fine and that they're protected. And they'll only do that if you take good care of them. Just got to pull my fish out of that rinse water, throw it in mason jars with some onions, pour that brine over the top of it, throw it in the fridge. We'll have pickled fish in a couple days. Hi, baby.
Hi, I wanted to see my best sister.
Okay, you better come see her.
Hello, Father. What are you doing out here?
We're gonna make some pickled pike. Are you gonna help?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, we're here. I was waiting for Emery to get out of school to finish this last process. We got done making our vinegar, sugar, and pickling spice brine. We have our cured pike that was cured in salt water and vinegar. And we have a big bowl of diced onions. Emery's gonna make these look perfect by stacking them in there nice and even. She's gonna pass them to me, and I'm gonna dump the pickling spice on top. We're gonna put the lid on top, set it in the fridge for a couple days, and we got pickled pike. So we're at the last step right here. This is the fun part. Everybody likes making the jars look pretty. So I got the girls for their help. Ready? Fill them up, Em. You want me to do one for you to remind you?
Yeah.
We got a lot of onions, so I go with onions, and then I put in some pike, like that. Oh, you're doing one too? Great, Em.
Yeah, I know. I'm popping you. Dad.
Yeah. You want to try?
Yeah.
Okay, you can have a little jar right here. Go ahead and put in some onions. And we don't have a whole bunch of brine. We have about a gallon of it. So to make your brine last, I kind of pack my jars. I don't push down on them, but I definitely fill them up. I don't leave them super loose, so less brine goes a long ways. Vinegar is a hot commodity in the village. There's no more in the village. None. I got the last two.
Daddy.
Layer onions, layer pike, layer onions, layer pike.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Look, it's my name.
It is your name. It's a C.
Yeah.
So nice, Chevelle. Santa's cool little thing, so we save as much as we can, then I'll just fill it up.
I'm done.
Okay, go get more jars for Mom.
Too.
We need more jars. Put a little bit more fish in yours. One more layer of fish, baby, here. We'll know which one's Chevelle's. This is the 50-50. Onions first, then fish.
And why are you taking all the pie? That's what we're supposed to do.
Put more in there, baby.
Okay. Yeah.
And we put these in the fridge after. They're not necessarily like shelf stable for a long time because they're not sealed. So we eat these within a month or 6 weeks or so. The best time to try pickled pike is when you're out in the woods, just like so many other foods. You're ready for a nice little sweet, hearty snack, and you could crack open one of these and have a pilot cracker with it and eat a jar of that. That little heat in that vinegar, that's a good Time to try pickled pike. Put that in the fridge for a couple nights, 72 hours type of deal. You could eat it right now, you could eat it tomorrow, you could snack on it, it's done, but you let that vinegar soak back into there and the pickling spice, a little bit of sugar, give it 3 days. This is what we do with our northern pike that we catch in our net. We smoke the salmon, we pickle the pike, and eat it fresh. Everything gets used. Good job, Em. Thanks for your help.
What if you just drop the jar?
Well, I just dropped you.